All right, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Banter Evans, and a little different location here at the beach. Justin, what are we doing today?
Well, it is 4th of July, so we decided to come to you on location, 4th of July at the beach where most people are, and there's a ton of crowd. And it's kind of like America's birthday, or some people say America. So that being said, why not some birthday bourbon?
Good birthday bourbon, and also we got a little 1924 right here too. So
how about a little side-by-side? We keep hearing, what's the hype about with a 1924? Is it the price point that's driving it down or up? Why is it so close to age in birthday bourbon? Is it as good, not as good, so on and so forth? So we decided we'll do a little bit of birthday bourbon side-by-side with Old Forester 1924, which is 100 proof. It is the 10-year-old, and of course the birthday bourbon is 96 proof, and the most recent release in 2023.
Hey, and guess what? It's America's birthday, so you're exactly right. We had to do the birthday bourbon. So yeah, cheers, everybody. Hey, hit that like and subscribe button. And we're on location. We're outside right now, so it might be a little bit hard to hear sometimes. You'll hear some kids in the background, but hey, that's what we do on the 4th of July. We are here to have fun.
Exactly, and in the background you'll see nothing but fun, and it's a beautiful day here at the beach.
Yes, it is.
That being said, I say we pour up some birthday bourbon and a little bit of Old Forester 1924. Let's do a side-by-side and let you guys know what we think, why we think the MSRPs are so close but yet so far away on maybe secondary values or things like that.
Right.
And does the 1924 stand up?
Right, and of course, we have our control.
Yes.
Always have to travel with control.
Always have to have control. And I think that would be a great third pour to compare after the fact. And what I'm going to do, which I don't know how you would like to do it, but I'm going to go in order of year, not proof this time.
Right.
So I'm going to go 1924 left.
Makes
birthday
sense.
bourbon right.
Yeah, no, makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So cheers. Thanks for joining in. What's in your glass? And always thank you for liking and subscribing.
Yeah, definitely. And one thing we don't have is we don't have the socks on today.
I'm glad you brought that up. I don't have bourbon socks on location at the beach. We just came right off the beach and decided, you know what? Let's bring some bourbon and celebrate this birthday for America.
Yep, and get a video done and see what you guys are drinking. We really want to hear in the comments what you think. What is your bourbon of choice on the 4th of July? Or is it even bourbon? It might be something a little bit less. You might like a gin or something of that nature, you know?
Exactly. There's a lot of drinks, we'll say alcohol or non-alcoholic, and or being, we'll just say, anything consumed to stay hydrated in this extremely warm day. The sand is almost unbearable to walk on.
Yeah.
Which I've just about burned my feet. And yes, if you noticed, that birthday bourbon pour was absolutely a little bit too much, but I'm completely fine with that. Happy birthday, America, and happy 4th of July, everybody.
Yes,
so
indeed.
This was already open. I just sealed it to make it look like it was never open. So that is one of the gifts that we are good at doing, is sealing it to where it never looked like it was open.
It is a fun one to pour, especially.
And we are dealing with different glassware than we
Yes,
ever
we
done.
are.
You know, go back and check out our glassware video that we did and see how it affects the same whiskey with different glass. So this will be the first time of nosing, of much nose as we can get with the breeze from the ocean, winds, and things like that.
And our makeshift table that we created.
That is true. What do you do when you're on location?
Hey.
Makeshift table.
Yep, you got to do what you got to do, guys.
But I will admit that these nice Adirondack chairs are kind of comfortable.
Ooh, man.
That 1924 nose is nice.
It is. It's one of the best noses. I just love it. We've had it before. I think we've had it on a video before too.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, it's just it's an amazing nose to me.
So MSRPs, essentially the 1924, $115. They put that out. Now, if you can find it for that, fantastic. Is it worth grabbing? We did talk about that. We think it's worth grabbing, but it's not one that we're going to have multiples of. It's just going to be once we finish this one, we'll seek another.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, but because it is a higher price tag in that Whiskey Row series, which started years ago, and this is the most recent release that they did. And then also birthday bourbon being a 12-year versus the 10, 96 proof. That MSRP is usually around the 120 to 150 range.
Right.
Depends on what you actually find in what literature it says what the actual MSRP is. I can base it off of the last time that we got one at MSRP, and that's about the most recent I can find. But so for the purpose of this video, we're going to say 150. Yeah. Then make it nice and even versus 115.
Right.
So was it $35?
Yeah.
So we'll call it 35 for 2 years.
For 2 years. Now the big thing is, and that's why we wanted to do this. Is the price point? Do you see that big of a difference? You know, I didn't even think about. Let's try it.
That is a completely different nose.
Oh, it is.
Completely different nose. It's not even close.
No, I mean
that birthday bourbon has that. What I like to say, which I don't get too in depth, and everybody knows this for those that you guys have been watching in the past and so on and so forth. I don't get too in depth with characteristics and adjectives. I think you can go over and above and start naming stuff that doesn't make sense.
Shoe leather.
Exactly. That's still got that cherry note that I think
It does.
that Old Forester birthday bourbons usually have. All right, for the first sip, here we go. Cheers.
Cheers. That's just
Still
this is
pleasant.
good.
Still pleasant.
It's good. I mean, the finish on it to me is just smooth. For 100 proof and everything, it's got a unique taste to me. I enjoy it.
I think it's really good. Now, here's the kicker though, is when we do it side by side, I'm gonna go two sip, and then I'll go back to the
Yep.
lightning round like normal. So that's the first sip. I'll go 2, and then I'll do 2 in the birthday bourbon. We are now discussing. All right, before the video we talked about was the 10-year compared to, I think it was Eagle Rare.
It was.
At $50 or $40 depending on where you are.
Right.
Compared to 115 to 150 depending on where you are for this. Now we're gonna say same.
Within
Family,
35 bucks.
Within $35.
Right.
If you're talking about MSRPs. But stark differences
Very.
on secondary
Yes.
as far as like this one gets a little bit obtainable, this one just shoots way up there.
Yeah. This one's hard. Everybody knows, and you've seen the videos. This one's hard to find. It's a hard one to get. All right, going for the second.
That just gets even better.
You do. You get more of that complexity and everything else like that. It's so. I mean, it's so pleasant. Just like I think that's the best word you can say. It's pleasant.
It's very pleasant, yeah.
And guess what? Even here, it's a warm, humid day out here right now, and this I could drink. This is not bad.
It's funny that we did beach bourbons before, which
Yep.
if you guys want to go
Need
back
to
and
go-
check that out,
that's a good video.
That was on location too.
Yep.
Beach bourbons. This wouldn't typically be what I put in beach bourbons, but on 4th of July, coming to you from the location, how can you not do birthday bourbon for the birthday of America?
Of course.
But
But this one,
That one doesn't. It's not overly like hits you in the like. Oh wow, that's strong. It's real
Yeah.
hearty. I need
I need to be.
a
I need
lighter-
a cool or
it's-
something
it's
like. Yeah.
just enough where it's like okay, I can do this at the beach.
Yeah.
Even outside, like you said, hot and humid, completely fine.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm good with that. Now I'm
And-
curious.
And I believe, which you guys please comment, let us know if this is the first or the second time we've done sunglasses in a video.
I think this is only the second time because I think the first time was at the Bourbons on the Beach video.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Hey, we're just trying to bring it back. All right, so now on to the 12 year.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, that smell though.
That nose. I think I'm as much as I like the nose for the 1924, I'm gonna have to give the edge to the birthday bourbon.
I would agree. Ooh.
Now that goes a whole nother level of depth.
Yes, it does.
Now there's also every birthday bourbon is different. We get this. Completely understand that.
Yep.
It's supposed to be that way. They do that for specific reasons, for the grouping of barrels that they choose, for the quality they're looking for the specific flavor profile for that year. That being said, again, this is 2023, the most recent release.
Correct.
The most recent release of the Whiskey Row series.
Yeah.
That's why we chose those two.
And guess what? I think comparing them, I think this is a great comparison.
It's
right
a
here.
really good comparison.
Yes, it's I think one of the more fun ones we've done in a
Yeah,
while.
this is we were kind of like, why haven't we done this
Yes.
yet? We were just kind of like,
Yeah,
we
it
should-
just so happened Justin brought these, and I was like, "Holy crap!" And it was the best one. We're like, we did not even think about doing this video until we knew we were coming to the beach. So,
All right, second sip. That birthday bourbon goes down with definitely a significant lower proof feel. Then it hits more depth. In that, I get this tiny tinge on the front of the tongue, but then it's just nothing but
Oh,
flavor.
it's so
and it just builds and goes down
Yes.
so easy.
I see what I get a little bit of that numbing
You've got a
effect.
little bit, yeah, right there on the tip of the
right
tongue.
on the tip. But then, man, the finish, holy cow! It's just different levels.
Man, I
as
hate
it goes down.
this do it, but I'm gonna have to pour a little bit more. This one I'm almost out to do the side by side.
Yeah.
I poured real light on that one and went way too much on that. So happy fourth for
Happy
me.
Fourth, yeah.
For me.
No, honestly,
extra
guys.
bourbon.
Honestly, if you can go get this, I highly recommend. Go in with somebody. If it's out of your price point, go in with somebody. Split the bottle because I think you would be. This one you can't. I don't think you can go wrong with. To be honest with you.
And we are going to end this with our true, honest opinions of do we call this or do we think this is baby birthday bourbon? I'm going to put Charles on the spot. He's going to put me on the spot. That's how we're going to finish this is after we do our comparison, letting you guys know what we think, where to go, how to do it,
Yeah.
what you can save money with, what you should spend money on in this comparison, if one is harder to get, if this one's available, so on and so forth. And then last but not least, is it baby birthday bourbon?
Yeah. No,
Right.
I mean I think that's great. But now it's side by side. That's what I'm doing now.
Yep, side by side. Here we go. Lightning round.
It is.
And again, always like and subscribe.
Yep.
Thank you guys.
Yep, hit that button there, guys. It helps us out, lets us know, and give us your comments, because if you've had these before, or if you have a different birthday bourbon against the 1924, let us know in the comments.
Or if you said 100% 1924 is baby birthday
Yep.
bourbon, or you
Yep.
think it's better,
Or,
let us know.
or just say, I'm not spending the money for it.
Yeah.
Completely understand. Oh, man. I do have a favorite.
That back and forth
Yes.
makes it difficult.
It
though.
does. I do have a favorite, though.
Man, but that finish on that birthday just is relentless as far as building and getting really complex.
And that's where it gets me. I get a lot more of the complexity of 1924 kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
And then the birthday bourbon for me, I get a lot of that. It's just a finish, like
Do
on the
you
back.
almost get a cooling and then it just goes boom
Yes.
flavor?
Yes.
It's got like a cooling effect, like it's not like it's menthol, but it's like
No.
a cooling effect, like, oh, this is really nice, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, that kind of whoa, what?
Yeah. It's
what's
like, where
going
did this
on?
come from?
Yeah.
No. I am impressed by both of these, especially this year's. The 2023. This one's good.
It is good.
This one is very
Now,
good.
one of the best ones that I've had is still 2021. I'm not going to say that this is better than 2023, but for some people that weren't a big fan of the 2023, that is really good.
I'm impressed by it.
I like it.
I do too.
Yeah.
And we've seen it on secondary. It has kind of gone down a little bit because I think the rap out there is that it's not one of the better ones.
Right. And
I'm surprised by it.
I'm not going to get upset about drinking that ever.
No.
But again, is it the 2021 birthday bourbon? Not to me, but it is still really good.
Yeah. No, I'm impressed.
All right, so let me start it off like this, Charles.
All right.
Is it 115 good, like we did with our other video, versus the 10-year Eagle Rare at 40? Is it 115 good?
It's 115 good. Yes.
Is it 150 good?
Yes. I honestly believe.
I saw one on the shelf the other day for 250. Is it 250
No.
good? If you see this, luckily at 250, is it 250 good?
I would spend the money on it. Yes.
Okay. See, that's where I'm at too.
Yes.
It's kind of like, yes, this does have some prestige and hype behind it. Is this one as good? It is good.
It is good, but to me, there's a price point that I'm willing to go with. With this being a 10-year, and we've talked about this before. With this one being a 10-year, it's one of the more complex 10-years that I've seen out there.
It's more and one of the more expensive ones.
Yeah, it is. But that I can equate to a certain extent. Like we talked about it, Eagle Rare is a 10-year. Eagle Rare is a great drinker. It's at $50. Just say between 40 and $50, right?
Yeah.
This one right here, this one is unique. I've only had 2 birthday bourbons before.
Yeah.
This is my second one that I've had. I'm impressed by this. And I can go up to, I have a price point in my head. I would stay under 300. 300 and under is where I
For
go
that
for
one?
this. Yeah.
Okay. And just so you guys know, to clarify, it is the 4th of July, and there is some popping of fireworks in the background if you guys hear that noise.
Yep.
There's snap pops. The kids at the pool. I like it. I'm ready to go
Yeah,
down.
and if you could just see down the beach right here, guys, it's
Dude, it is
it's wall to wall.
packed.
It's
Yes.
wall to wall.
And so I didn't mind this break for video at all.
Nope.
Just to get out of the heat and the people.
Yeah, and also it's just a great time. Birthday bourbon on America's birthday.
All right, so happy birthday, America. Birthday bourbon. Is this baby birthday bourbon to you?
To me, you know what? It's different. It's got a different profile. I would say that's kind of what they're going for. Honestly, if I'm trying to read into it, and I could be completely off, I do believe it is a little bit of a baby birthday bourbon.
Okay, so you can see that. You can see people saying, yeah, it's baby birthday
Yeah,
bourbon, so
yeah.
you can understand.
Yes.
So I go with, if you ask me the same thing, I say 1924 is an exceptional release from Old Forester.
Yeah.
This birthday bourbon is the most exceptional release from Old Forester. Are they both Old Foresters? Yes. Do they have the same mash? Depends on what you read,
Right.
what you find, and then what's legit, so on and so forth, because of the birthday bourbon being specifically different for barrels that they blend.
Right.
Whereas this was a specifically different mash that they put out on purpose. So we're not going to get into that nerdy detail what you normally do. So we're not going to discuss that at the moment. But I will say, I am on the other side of the fence.
Okay.
I don't think it's a baby birthday bourbon, and I do think this is just a really exceptional Old Forester.
I think it's great. I
But
mean,
if somebody gives this to me and says, hey, have some baby birthday bourbon, I'll be like, I get it.
yep.
I get it. Because of they're
Kind
both
of-
exceptional, they have complexity.
Yep.
But
It's one of their more unique ones that they put out.
I
to
agree,
be honest
it's
with you.
very good.
Yeah.
But in this side-by-side, I think the birthday bourbon has the beyond the edge.
I would agree with you 100%. Even though it's a little lower proof, this one does not drink like 100.
No, it
This one
doesn't.
is great. This one drinks like candy to me almost. I mean, it's
Cherry
so
candy.
yeah, it's so good. Honestly, I would get, to me, the hats off go to the birthday bourbon. Got to go with birthday bourbon on America's birthday.
And yeah, how can you not go with birthday bourbon on America's birthday?
Yep.
So, I mean,
Now I'm curious, and I don't know if we're gonna do it here, but we might have to do it off camera. I'm curious how the control.
oh, I cannot wait to see how this control stacks up. You know what? I say this
We've
is
got-
a shorter video.
We were 15 minutes in.
All right, so I say we keep this nice and short, and we do a quick splash of that. I'm almost done with this one
Yep.
again. I'll go straight after this one because 100 proof is the higher proof. We'll just pretend that washes out the
and
most
whatever
amount.
proof this is.
And whatever proof that is. But since this is the highest proof one, I'm going to go with this one.
Yep,
and
that's what I'm
pretend
doing.
that it cleans it out.
Exactly. Cheers, everybody. Hey, hit that like and subscribe button. Let us know in the comments what you think. We're very curious. I'd love to see if anybody has this. Even if you want to just talk about the birthday bourbon. Hey, if you've had the 21, the 22, and the 23, and you're not a big fan of the 23 or you love the 23, put that in the comments too.
Make sure if you get an opportunity at a bar, at a friend's house, at your own house, do this side by side.
Yes.
It doesn't matter which birthday bourbon. This just happened to be, we did it on this purpose because of the most recent release.
Right.
Make sure you do this side by side. It's worth every bit of this being a side by side.
I agree.
So, but I can't wait to see how this stacks up versus some of the finer brands that we
Yes,
just
indeed.
recently acquired.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, the nose.
The
For
nose
those
smells
that- for
familiar.
those for those of you that have tried this, you're welcome to try it again and keep trying.
Yeah, honestly, and if you haven't and you want to be a part of it, we've always said, hey, put in the comments, hey, I want to be a part of this. We go on locations. We'd love to have somebody come over. We'd love for you to try the control.
Control stands up pretty good, easily.
It does.
It's got like an instant sweeter compared to the old
Yeah.
Foresters on the table.
Holy cow, it does.
Wow.
Now it doesn't have the finish of this one.
No, nowhere
No.
near the finish. That,
No.
that smokes it on the finish.
Yeah,
It's not
but-
even close, but as far as that instant, it's like,
Yep,
holy cow.
we got a pretty good control. No, guys, this has been a fun video. We love to do it when we're here at the beach when we can and everything. And second video with glasses, I believe. Hey, if we're wrong, put it in the
Yeah,
comments.
make sure you put it in the comment. And I cannot talk enough good stuff about this control at the moment.
Yes.
Now compare it.
Yep.
Does it win? No.
No, by no means.
So if you're wondering if it's better, no. But it is really.
Oh, is it good?
It stands up,
Yeah.
no problem.
It can definitely
Yeah.
stand with these. It can definitely stand with these. And price point is whatever. It is whatever it is, and the proof is whatever it is.
So happy 4th of July to you guys and your family. Don't forget, America's native spirit wouldn't be here without the 4th of July.
That's true.
So we drink birthday bourbon to celebrate Independence Day, happy birthday, birthday bourbon, and America.
Cheers, guys.